How's it going, Secret Sauce Hockey Team? It's your buddy Dave here, and today we're going to be going over the dynamic lower hand. What we're going to be talking about is to optimize the position of your lower hand on your stick based on the situation on the ice, based upon what I see from NHL players and studying game footage and just seeing what they're doing. They're very fluid in the use of their lower hand. So when they're carrying the mail, skating through the neutral zone, skating at speed, usually you're gonna see most players, like high-level players, their hand comes a lot closer together. So you'll see this with Crosby, McKinnon, McDavid, the list goes on and on. And then what you're also gonna see is players when they get in tight, in traffic, in front of the net, in the boards, in the corners, these tight areas on the ice, that's where the hand needs to come down to forearm length. Let's talk about why you would switch your grip on your stick, like why this would be a thing you would even consider. Well, when your hands are closer together and you're skating at speed, this allows your body to move more fluidly because your hands are basically able to keep your arms looser in this position. So when your hand is lower down your stick, your arms are kind of like get a little bit more tense. And so if you're trying to skate as fast as you can and be fluid, it's not going to be as ideal for that. Another thing when the hands are closer together, it also helps that when you're skating at speed, the puck is actually placed further out in front of you. So this allows you to keep your head up easier because you can see the puck better in your peripheral vision, like the lower part of your vision, right? So that's a big advantage compared to when your hands are closer together, the puck's drawn in towards your feet. You got to kind of have your head a little bit more positioned down. You're not seeing the ice as well because of that. So that's a huge benefit that I've found also. Additionally, number two is that when your hands are closer together and the puck's out in front of you, if the puck happens to bobble and jump over your stick blade, or you hit a rough spot, a rut or whatever, it actually is going to give you a little bit more of a chance to recover that puck before it gets way into your feet or even behind you. When you get in tight spaces, now like your hands being close together like that, you don't have as much strength on the stick. You're not generally going to be able to make as quick of maneuvers and transitions and cutbacks and things like that. So that's where you're going to get your hand lower on the stick. You're going to have a stronger position on the stick to do that. Basically, it's going to be able to allow you to make those moves and dekes in tight spaces. What you're going to see me doing is skating around and just having my hands close together and seeing how that feels, keeping my arms really nice and loose and fluid. This is allowing me to keep my head up really easy and still see the puck in my peripheral vision. Drill number two is now you're going to set up some obstacles and you're going to practice having your hands farther apart. So we're talking, the forearm length, maybe a little bit more, and just get creative. You can set up some obstacles, cones, whatever you have. If you don't have obstacles or cones, just, use your imagination if you have to. When you're doing this, be super creative, have fun, and just freestyle it, Do your favorite moves, whatever dekes you like to do, some punch turns and things like that. Just little tight maneuvers you might use when you're coming out of the corner or, tight spaces on the ice kind of thing, and just have fun with it. And then what we're gonna do now is to cement that all together to where you're really gonna hardwire your brain into being able to do this hand position transition in games. Is you're gonna practice going from having your hands close together, approaching some obstacles, or again, if you have to use your imagination, just do that. Move your hands farther apart, deke through the obstacles, and then exit the obstacles. And upon exiting, get your hands closer together as you're going up to speed. And just keep doing the reps of this until you start doing it more naturally. It feels more natural for you to do it. The fourth drill is doing the same type of thing. You're just gonna start in tight with your hands farther apart, doing some dekes in tight, and then transition to skating more full speed, like you're going through the transitional zone on the ice, neutral zone, with your hands closer together, approach some more obstacles, hands go back farther apart, and do that way. The point of these drills is you're just practicing transitioning from hands close together to hands farther apart to hands close together, and you're also getting used to the kind of situation that is going to prompt that to happen in game. So give these drills a try. Let me know how it goes. Any comments you have, like questions, whatever, just drop them down below and I'll be happy to answer those. And we'll see you out there deacon like a pro, and we'll catch you in the next Secret Sauce Hockey episode.